80% of women and only 23.7% of men know how to braid. There are as many different braids as there are different hair types. All over the world, people braid their hair for different reasons. Some could be religion, tradition, for fun, as a job, or simply for a special occasion. Have you ever had long hair, not knowing what to do with it? Do you get sick of putting it in simple ponytails or leaving it down on a hot, humid day? Braiding can even help keep your hair off your neck. Braiding all started in 3500 BC in Africa. Most scientists believe that cornrows were the first known braid ever. Some people braid their hair for many purposes, mostly religion and tradition. Today I'm going to show you how to braid. It's a great skill to learn for many reasons. First off, I'm going to be talking about the type of braid I'm doing and what supplies you need. So I'm going to be doing a Dutch braid. It's not the easiest braid, but I'd say it's remotely easy as long as you practice a few times. I brought a comb to part her hair. This side is pretty useful. A brush, a nice brush that won't pull on her hair. It makes the process easier. A detangling spray. It's like a leave-in conditioner, so kind of helps her hair with any tangles. A big ponytail, and then 2 small elastics. Now I've explained all the supplies. Let's get into the extras that you can add on to it. So there are many different things that you can add on to braids to make it more fun looking, or one of them is hair tinsel. It's like a strand of color that you can tie into like the top of your head, and it just like gives off a shiny effect. Another one are just simple little clips, like I've seen like butterfly clips, stuff like that. Or when your hair is like too short, they can like braid colored like fake hair into it to make them longer. So now I'm going to be explaining the process and demonstrating how to braid. So first, I'm actually going to just spray a little leave-in conditioner. Doesn't take a lot. Okay. Now I'm just going to make sure her hair is nice and smooth by brushing it. And you want a nice brush, because if you have one of those really bad brushes that pull on your hair, then it doesn't really help make the process go faster or anything, or smoother. And then I'm going to take this part of my comb, and I'm just going to make sure her part is remotely straight. It's kind of hard to get straight parts sometimes. Okay. No, it's okay. Okay. So then I'm also going to go all the way down and make it even all the way down through her head. Okay. And then this part makes it a little easier. So I have my big ponytail. I'm just gonna pony it off to the side so it stays away from the other braid. Now Caitlin has a little ponytail. Okay. Now I'm just gonna brush it a little more. Okay. So now I'm gonna start the process of the braid. So you're gonna start at like the little corner of the top of her hair, and you're gonna, can you look up? Oh, thanks. Okay. Now you're gonna grab 3 strands. You're gonna separate it into 3. And then you're going to grab the right piece first and go under into the middle. And then, so now the right is in the middle. Then you're going to do the same with the left, intertwine it to the middle. And then for the next part, you're going to grab the right, and you're just going to add a little hair into it like that. And then you're going to move that piece into the middle. And then you can pull it a little tight. And then, so you kind of have to like weave it through your hands as well, like figure out some process into doing that. But now I'm gonna go to the left side, grab a little bit more hair, and then go under into the middle, like that. And then do it to the other side, grab a little more hair. So basically, it's just the same thing, weaving it under into the middle while adding sections of the hair, like this. You want to make sure you get all like the baby hairs on the sides, and you can like go through and smooth out the bumps on the way. I usually do a lot of people's hair for sports events on the bus, like on the way there. It's really fun because you can like figure out different designs that you want to do, and like Sometimes you don't braid it all the way down, you like section it off on the top and then you can put a pony in it. Yeah, there's a lot of different braids. It's pretty fun. I do a lot of different braids on people. I've gotten way better at it just because I've done it so much. But yeah, it's a really nice way to keep your hair out of the way, especially for sports, so it doesn't get in the way or fall down, because typically if your hair likes to hold braids pretty well, then it stays in, so it doesn't really fall out or anything. And it's good if you want to get your hair curly or wavy, you know, instead of having to curl it with heat. That's a pretty good way to curl your hair, I guess. But yeah, so I'm going to continue sections, and I'm kind of grabbing a little more big sections, I'd say, just because obviously you have more hair while you're going down. So I'm gonna keep braiding, smooth out any bumps that you see. Obviously it's not gonna be perfect, but okay. And if there's like short strands that you can't fit in it, you can use like a slick back stick. It's kind of like a type of wax that comes in a stick that looks like deodorant, and you can kind of just smoothen it by like rubbing it on your finger, like you can use a little bit, or you can just put the stick on your hair and just smoothen it down. That's pretty nice. I use that a lot. Okay, I'm almost done here, but I'm gonna only do one side just for the sake of time. But it's honestly a really fast process when you get good at it. And look down a little bit. So this bottom part, when you're nearing the end, you're gonna wanna start pulling it a little tighter, just so it will stay closer to your head and not droop, I'd say. Okay. So it might hurt a little just because there's a lot of baby hairs down here, but it's okay. Keep them strong. Okay. So I also, when I get to my last section here, I learned a little trick a while ago. Alright, I'll show you guys what I mean by that. Okay, so for the last section of hair, instead of adding on to the outside, I'm gonna grab the last section right here and pull it to the middle. So then when I add all the hair in the middle, it's a little tighter, so there's not like a kind of droop at the end. So then you pull this, and then when you get to the bottom, you're gonna do a normal braid by just weaving it under, but you don't have to add any more hair because there is no more hair to add. And you just quickly braid that down. And then you're gonna need an elastic coming up. Yeah, I'm doing it a little tight just because she has layers, so it might be a little pokey. That's okay. Okay, now I'm gonna grab a little elastic. I'm just gonna wrap it around a few times. And there we go. So you have your Dutch braid. Now the braid is all done, you can poof it out. You can pull it so it's a little more loose, or you can leave it the same. Remember, while learning, it's not going to be perfect, so have patience. Now you have learned how to braid. I hope you have fun with it. I hope you can figure out how to do different braids and have fun while doing it. I know why braiding has been around for a very long time, and I hope you all learned something. Thank you.